for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to College Park, Maryland. This is SCCU Stadium, home of the Maryland Terrapins. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to get us going. And he takes this from inside. Loses the football. The scramble is on. Oh, the fumble recovered by the return team as they avoid a special teams disaster on the opening kickoff. So the Maryland Terrapins offense comes onto the field for the first time today. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly, he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now, today, it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Caught in the backfield. It's 4. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Caught over the middle. It's McGooligan. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Early in this season, Kirk, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Oh, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
And the Terrapins pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. The Terrapins hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Well, this is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins will line up to kick it away. First punt of the game now. Looking to pin him back deep. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense out there for their first possession. Got a wide receiver here, Kirk, coming off a career performance last game. He was really unstoppable, bouncing around all week, looking to build on that and do even better this time.
Yeah, I think last week the thing that stood out when you looked at the film was he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and he made that defense really pay for it. Now it's a new week. New challenge. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I don't leave this guy alone coming off of the game that he had last week. Let's see how they defend him and how this offense can respond.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. The Buckeyes pick up enough for a first down here. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught by the receiver. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Buckeyes with first and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quarterback heading right, trying to create on the move. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Nice throw, caught for a completion. They stop him, but this offense is threatening now at the plus 43. First down here for this offense. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a solid gain, moves the football inside the 30, and a first down. That's a solid run, good for first down yardage. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. It's second down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Using his legs, it's Montgomery. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there. Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Second and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Catch made on the out route. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. Getting set here now for the second period. Both offenses looking for some efficiency, for a spark after that opening quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They try to sneak it for the first. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Takes the ball and heads to the left. A change of direction. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
And that catch is hauled in. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And he slings it deep back to the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. 2nd down after that previous play. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Tries the right with a quick throw. And this pass is caught. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Wide open downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. The Terrapins hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Send the back in motion. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
What a great job here by the offensive coordinator on this screen pass, realizing that it might be available. This defense is all about pressuring the quarterback, and that's a perfect time to run the screen, using that pressure against the defense. It worked out well. Pick up the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. They come up 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Breaks into open space. Now here he goes. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. It's a quick grab.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's going to take off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
He escapes the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT gives them a 7-6 lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. In the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab, and he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And the running back takes the handoff, and that running play goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this 3rd quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. And the Terrapins will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you...
Breaks into the clear. Across the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. There was no catching him that time.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? You know, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the point after makes the lead 8. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good gain. The Terrapins will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years, but let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That's caught. It's 4. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And is intercepted. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up at the 33.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end zone.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it a 15-point lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Important second down play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. This line getting set up. It's a first down play.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
Press coverage now from the secondary. Caught behind the line. It's 4. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's hauled in way downfield.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Here's the second down play. Testing the right side here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. Ball moves to the 21. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down. The slot receiver can go inside or to the outside. This time he sets the defender up and then works across the middle for the completion.
Second down, we're going to throw it. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. The Buckeyes pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Point after makes it a 15-point game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create good field position here. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Oh, he's bringing it back. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Hey, everybody's going to celebrate this interception by this defensive back, and he made a great play jumping on it. But let's not forget why he was able to make that play. Quarterback got hit as he was releasing the ball. That's what put the ball up into the air and allowed them to come up with that interception for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll throw it now. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense in bounds so that clock will keep ticking.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Good enough for first down yardage.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Grab behind the line. It's Montgomery.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Magul again. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Tries to get it to the running back. He flips it to the back across the middle. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in this second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Incompletion on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. And they convert on 3rd down, moving the football to the 35.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't pick it off. Brings up 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
A deep shot to the left side. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And the Terrapins looking to crank up the tempo a bit. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Maryland.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And they tack on the extra point. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. The junior tried to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Working clock with the ground game. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a short completion to the tight end. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the single back takes the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Well, a big part of the reason, Chris, we've seen this offense be able to build a lead is because of the way they've mixed up the run with the pass. Back-to-back plays, positive yards. I love that they're keeping an aggressive mindset, even working with a lead.
Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back. That's a second and goal play for the offense. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The crowd is roaring, trying to help this defense on fourth down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They continue to roll up the score.
You know, some people get really upset when you run up the score like this, but for most of the players out there, I think they get it. When you're ahead, you want to win by 100, and when you're behind, you just want it to end.
Point after, knocked right through. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Magul again. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Grab down the middle. It's 4. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a 1st down. The Terrapins will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking for a late deep throw. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. So the drive gets underway, backed up at the 8-yard line. QB decides to keep it here. Gets the first and still running. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And the returner steps out at the 16-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the out route. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead. He finally makes an appearance for his first catch.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pocket breaking down. So they make the tackle, what will be the final play of the game as the clock hits 0-0. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.